so I can post this to a video. I can probably make a clip later, but that shit's lame. Okay. Tier list on who we want in Smite 2. Sooner or later. Our tiers are need now. I hate gingerly. That shit's so annoying. Soon, please. Could wait on dropping them into Smite 2. They could use a rework. Um, and then throw away the blueprints and leave them in Smite 1 because there I have one specific character in mind whenever I think of fuck that character. I don't want them in Smite 1 and Smite 2. And I can start with that character if you want, but we can let's leave for the suspense, I think. And I hope you have fun best at playing D&D. I hope you and your friends have fun. Are you playing D&D like IRL with a group of people, or are you playing as a group online, like over Discord or something? Whoo! All right, we're gonna start with Nut. I personally didn't like Nut. I think Nut could be left in Smite 1, but I just think she needs a rework. I don't think she was a very fun character. Her role was, I don't know. I didn't like her at all. Muzen Cobb. I personally love Mission Cobb, but I don't think he needs to be in the game right now. I'm okay with him waiting. Like the only play reason I would play a Muzen Cobb is if I'm in solo lane and I just wanted to play mini games with myself on placing a bunch of um hives out. But I do think it was fun. There was a couple skins in Smite 1 that made Amusing Cop very annoying to play, and as long as I could avoid those skins, I had fun on them. This character's already in the game. Um, Opwash, we do need anti-heal, and this character's fun. I think we need anti-heal desperately. We could let's put him in a soon, please, because he's not a need now character because I'm not really an Opwash main or anything, so you know. I'm not even talking about a perspective of whether I think they should be in game to make it healthy. I just think the game should be in, or they should be in the game because I want them to, because my opinion is the only one that matters, right? I'm the main character here, so that's crazy. Ao Kwang, I hate this character. I don't think it needs a rework. I think the character is what it is, and don't think I don't mind letting this character into Smite 2. So I'm just gonna say could wait. We're not in a hurry to get that character. Um, I think Arachne needs to be in rework. I don't like Arachne. I don't think I think she's just a early grinding character. I don't know if her success rate has ever been all that high and higher higher ranked. She's just annoying to play in gold and plat lobbies. Um, yeah, I think Smite 2 kind of needs more team fight gods instead of 1v1 characters. Um, I never got super into RDO except for right whenever she launched, but I do feel like she's a fun character. I'm gonna put her in could wait. I don't. If they dropped her earlier than later, I think that's fine. I think this character is fun. Um, I'm just not the best fan of her. Atlas. I think Atlas was a really fun character. I think they did a lot of good stuff with this character. So I think they could maybe rework his kit a little bit and make him better. But he has a lot of CC, has a lot lockdown. I'm a support main, so you know, I think this character would be a good addition. I mean, I don't think we necessarily need him right now, but it's a fun character, and I want fun characters in the game. Baba Yaga. is an interesting character, but in my opinion, a little boring. We could we could probably see a rework on Baba Yaga, and I wouldn't care. Um, yeah, it's either that or could wait. Bakasura is annoying, kind of like a pub stomp god. I don't think he needs a rework. I think well with Baba Yaga, we're going backtracking a little bit. You need to get Nox and Harriet, bro. You're a troll. um, I think Baba Yaga's house just needs to be reworked a little bit. Maybe not like a full kit rework. I think her kit's actually fun and engaging, but I think her house just needs a little bit of a rework. Her pet's a little fucking annoying. Um, I just wish it wouldn't like why is a house blocking your own teammates? Like it will fucking like cook your teammates. That shit's so annoying. Um, this character was ass. This character was ass. I think this is one of like the least hype characters ever released in Smite One. If they do release it in this Smite Two, it needs a rework. Um, I think the character has like potential, but um, I really only have one character that needs to go down here. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of any other ones, but I don't think so. Yeah. So Bastet can just wait. I'm not a actually Bastet could be a lot of fun. I think Bastet's a fun character. We could wait on this character. This character is like really strong, and in this meta, I feel like he'd be really strong. So, more healing characters. Um, I don't think I don't think Chang'an needs a rework, but I don't think she needs to be in the game right now. We need to fix healing a little bit more, and I'm not a huge like Chang'an player, so I don't really care. Um, Charybdis, I love Charybdis. Soon, please. Yeah, I think Charybdis goes into Soon, please, for sure. I love that character. You can call her fucking like lame, like like safe character, but she's a lot of fun. I think with Apollo being in the game, I think we need a Chernabog. He's the only counter to like playing Apollo. I think he needs to be in the game to counter the Apollo. Otherwise, like you just have one split pushing character. There's no other character that out split pushes Apollo, and that's your base counter. Um, uh, Chiron's good. I think sooner the better. I think Chiron's a healthy character to put into the game. I don't think he's like over, has any crazy like concepts that would make him like super OP and annoying to deal with. But also like he seems like a really fun character with different scaling, and could fit really well in the Smite 2 playstyle. Fuck this character. I don't want this character to ever touch the game. I don't want this character in the game. I never want to see this character again. Like ever. I fucking like this character is the bane of my existence. If I am in lane against this character, I'm losing the game. Like I can play like in a different role and then like bro, I fucking hate this character. Like, let's leave him in Smite 1. Let's forget that we ever made him in Smite 1. And then just call it a day. Sound fair? I like it. Anywho, I think this character was really fun. I'm gonna say soon, please, on Kalina because I don't know. I started to play her a lot, but like right in my like later like Smite rank days, and had like a lot of fun on like Kleena. So I'm gonna say sooner the better. This character is annoying as fuck, but I do think that it would make a lot of people happy. I don't necessarily care when it comes in. Um, so for me personally, it could wait, but I don't think it hurts the game if it comes earlier. Um, it's just an annoying health pull, but with like health items right now, I think you should be getting fucked up. There's also like more executes in this game, so I don't feel like it'll be as much of a problem. We have Subek as well, so Kukolin's a really fun god. I think a need now is good for Kukolin. Um, yeah, I really like Kukolin. Um, no, I'm gonna put him in soon, please. I'm gonna put him in soon, please. I don't wanna stack up my need now because like I can only add so many need nows because they can only add so many need nows uh, in this amount of time. Uh, so I'm gonna keep it really slim. Dodgy's a lot of fun. Another character that burns beads whenever beads is like you know I feel like there's a lot of CC in the game, but there's also a lot of CC immunity in the game, and I feel like she kind of fills a role that may be needed. And she's fun to play. And I feel like also with like scaling and stuff, I think they could do some fun stuff with different scaling with her kit potentially. Disco needs to be in the game. Like I feel like Disco's like a relatively easy character to add to the game. And I simply think she just needs to be in the game. Like I think her three. Well, I mean, her three is basically similar to um, Nua, so they should be able to add that relatively easily. I love this character. Disco is good for sure. Um, Erlang. I think we could wait on Erlang. Like I don't think um, he's super important to getting him into the game right now. I have fun on Erlang like back whenever like Disco passive like you know Disco got released into the game. I think this is whenever Erlang like had like his like biggest like need her aspect to let her mid though. Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Disco? I don't know what her I don't know. Disco? Hmm. Wait, she is a mid. What do you mean? You need her aspect to let her mid, or let her? What role did you mean to say? At least that's how I perceive that message. Because she is a mid, right? Disco's always been a mid. She's always been my mid. I've never seen her play any other roles. Yeah. She was a mid. She has the fucking golden apple that she sends out. She's a mage. She has the square ability that like roots people, and then the one ability. Yeah. Okay. Now we're on the same page. Yeah. Okay. So Iset is a lot of fun. I don't think Iset needs to be in the game right now, so I think she could wait. But I do like Iset, and if they released her early, um, I I would be happy. I think, and I think she needs a support aspect. Okay. Fafnir. I think Fafnir could wait. I think Fafnir's a fun character, but I'm not super pressing on trying to get him into the game. Freya needs to be in the game. Like I love this character. I think they could probably rework her a little bit, but like I regardless, I love this character. I don't quite understand. Okay, so Freya is a ability mage ADC, right? But like if you don't have your abilities active, she doesn't have ranged attacks. Um, I think they could do something with a shift on like having her base kit and then an aspect that were completely different, and make her work differently. So I'm not sure. I think she was one of those characters that like you didn't really always want to run rings. Like you could run power and then like a little bit of attack speed and then just slam people, but um like typically you had like mostly a mage build on her. So I think they could have an aspect or they could have, different scaling to boost different kind of attacks. Um yeah. Ganesh is coming soon, and I think we already need Ganesh. Um, so I'm okay with that. He's on the way. Gilgamesh was fun, but I think he could wait. I'm not gonna say much about Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is fucking annoying. Hachiman needs to be in the game sooner than later. I think. I love that character. Um, on par with with these two characters are one of my favorite two characters. I think I think Hebo could wait. I'm not a huge Hebo fan. I've played Hebo quite a bit in Smite One, but I never like. I don't know. He's in a weird spot. I don't think this character needs a rework. I think it could just wait to come into the game. I don't think he's that big of a deal. Um, Hell could wait. I don't think she needs a rework. She just needs to wait. We have so much healing in the game, and we need to kind of like wrap our heads around what to do with healing and how to fix it. It's still early in development, so we're fine. Hair's a lot of fun. I think the sooner the better for this character. Um, she has a pet. Same with like Scotty. I think this character would be fine to add because there's not a lot of characters like her in the game right now, or any characters like her in the game right now. There's no pet characters in the game. Horse is a lot of fun. I think adding him. He is a healer, but he's also got some other aspects. I'm eager to see what they do with him. So I'd like him in the game sooner than later. Hoagie. Think I think Hoagie is a good character. So we'll just put him in soon. I was never a super like Hoagie fan, but I think he's a good character and could go into the game. Um, Ishtar was always OP. Uh, like she started to die down at the end of Smite 2, but and then she ended up coming back, I think. But I think she could just wait. I don't think there's anything special about her. Sooner than later on Ixchel. I think that Ixchel was a lot of like one of the undervalued characters in the game, and I really enjoyed her. Janice, we definitely need in the game. I started really getting into a Janice kick before I quit playing Smite 2, and I'd love Janice in the game sooner than later. This character is fucking annoying. I think he could just wait. I don't think he needs a rework, but I think he could just wait to come into the game. We don't really need him. He's very niche god, but like, King Arthur's a lot of fun. I think he could come in sooner than later. I don't think Kuma needs a rework. Like a lot of people say, like Kumba needs a rework, or he can just be left in Smite 1. But like I don't mind him. I don't think. I don't know. He's a setup god, and that's like all he does. So Kuzumba's fucking annoying. Kuzumba's one of those like highest pressures in the game. and I think he could wait till like the meta gets rounded out a lot more because like right now I feel like if we put if we put Kuzumbo in the game right now, he like I think Smite 2 kind of thrives off of pressure, and if you like get that much pressure that a Kuzumbo could give, it'd be annoying. Lancelot. I think Lancelot was a good addition. Just might. Um, very strong character with this kit in Smite 1. I don't know how he would fare in Smite 2, but I think he could get along with, you know, the meta right now. But, you know, I don't think he's as important as any of these characters, so he's going to go and could wait. Maman was fine. I didn't really play Maman, but I think he could just wait. Marty is another one of those characters just like Maman, so Maui needs to be in the game. I think Maui could actually be in the game before most of these characters like Scylla and Maui. Then, well, Ganesh, and then if we're putting these in order, I think there's an order to these. I need my ADC in the game, so I'm gonna put him here. Yeah. These are somewhat in order. These two could flip flop, I think, and be fine. But you know, Freya's one of the like later ones in the game. I think Mercury's fun and like kind of like a Smite staple, so I think he needs to be in the game. But I'm gonna put him in could wait because I don't care about other people's opinion and how healthy it would be to put him in the game. Morgan Le Fay was a lot of fun, so I'm gonna put in Sin Please. Um, she's like a self pill mage, and we really don't have like a lot of self pill mages in my opinion. We mostly just have damage characters, and that's it. He's always fun. Um, I'm gonna put Niza in Do Not Wait. I think that character was always kind of like strong and with crit being what it is in Smite 2 right now, Niza could probably be taken advantage of. I don't like it, so we're just gonna wait. Uh, Nike. Whew. I think Nike's kind of boring. I don't think it needs a rework, but I don't. I think we put just Nike here. Could wait. Nox is definitely a character I want to see in the game. I'm personally not gonna put Nox in Need now. I do like Nox, but I'm not that desperate to get Nox in the game because Nox on other people is annoying. Nox on you is a lot of fun, and that's just simple matter of fact. Um, Oleron was a lot of fun, like another like one of those ability or mage ADCs, and I'm gonna give you a pass. I know. I think I'm okay with like her coming as soon as they're like willing to push her. That's all I'm saying. I love Nox. I love Nox, but these characters like stand out above Nox in my opinion. I'm also a support main, and then this is my like ADC main alongside like Hachi. Like I can play Nox as support, but I have plenty of characters like to play as support. All right, Osiris is a fun character. I think the sooner the better. Like you can play him ability base, you can play him attack speed base, and I think they could do a lot of fun stuff with it. My list is good. Hear that, chat? Okay. Persephone. I think Persephone is a lot of fun. You know, um, I think Persephone could come in earlier, and I'd be happy. But it could be a character that could wait. I'm gonna put her. I think I like this character, so I'm gonna put her in soon, please. Um, so Raijin's another one of those characters right there with Persephone. Like I like the character. I would like to see them in the game. But like I don't think they're like bad enough to put them in could wait. Um, Ratatousker, I think I know is on the way, right? Um, he's another. He's like your your Thor counter, right? You have semi globals, and he matches that pressure. It would be nice to have him in the game now, but like I don't really play this character, so I'm just gonna put him in soon, please. Even though like he could come into the game here, just because like he just not that important to me. Ravana, I don't care. I don't care about this character. Um, More anti heal is always good. I'm gonna say Circuit, yes, because I like Circuit. And then Set, I'm also gonna put in soon, please, because this character is extremely fun. I really like Set. Shiva could wait. I don't want to see this character for a little while, but it's not as bad as I don't think it needs a rework. It's a fun character, and then I don't think it needs to stay in my one. So Kudway is our best option for it. Scotty, I would like in the game. I don't play. I couldn't. I never really played Scotty since I swapped over to PC. But I think Scotty could come into the game, and I'd be happy. Someone Kong, in my opinion, is like a classic and needs to be in the game. But like I don't think it beats these characters, so I'm not gonna mess with those. I think Surtur was a really hype launch, really annoying to play against. So I'm just gonna put him in. Could wait. I don't think he needs a rework. I think his kit's amazing, and I don't think he needs to be left in Smite 1. Because the only character that needs to be left in Smite 1 is Kronos. Soon Please on Sylvanas. I love Sylvanas. Soon Please on Terra. We also love Terra like a lot. Thoth definitely could be in the game. I think Soon Please on Thoth would be a good idea. Tiamat, I don't really care for. Terra is amazing. I love that character so much. Um, I think Tiamat could wait. Like she's like a bruiser, like mage, lane pressure with minions and stuff. It's just a little bit of annoying. Like I don't know her place in the game. It's just annoying. I could use Suki in the game. Suki is an amazing character. And I like his ult and his kit's really unique and fun. So I think he should be in the game. Tyr is one of the characters that's like kind of a classic for me, and I think it should be in the game. Vamana is kind of boring in my opinion. Vamana's Vamana. Um, I think Vamana and Smite 1 and 2, like was always either like really good or really bad, but like you know I never wanted to play it, so we're gonna leave it here and could wait. Um, this is another one of those ADCs that like I would like in the game because I need like stronger my characters in the ADC role. ADC are kind of all the same, and like I play Artemis, but like these characters like Hachiman and Chernobog, like these are the characters that I was a lot better at in Smite 1, so I'd like them in the game. Medusa was one at the beginning, but then I ended up like turning away from Medusa and like. Okay. I'm yawning, chat. What the fuck? It's too early for that. It's only 9:34. Come on. Jingten's a fun character. Um, kind of a boring character, and I think. Let me see. Wakey wakey. Honestly, honestly, chat. I think we could use a small rework on Jingten coming into Smite 2, but I don't think it's necessary. Like I think he could succeed in Smite 2. Um, but I'd like to see a little bit of a rework. Yeah, I'm trying to debate on putting him in a rework, but or just could wait because he's kind of like torn because I think he would be okay without a rework. But he could, but you like a cool rework could be used. Yu Hong we need in the game now. Yu Hong's like right here with Scylla. I think Yu Hong was my favorite out of like all the mages except for Scylla. And like are you talking about Jing or are you talking about Yu Hong? Zhong Kui could come into the game soon and I'd be happy. We did it. Jing. Yeah. Yeah. Um I could see that. Yeah, I mean, if they just made a cool aspect that was different, I guess, then like it could still be a lot of fun. But that is our tier list. Clip it and ship it. Uh, sheesh. Perfect list. I don't think anything's perfect, but I can accept it. Um, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Then I'm gonna message someone. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's a lot shorter. My hair was really long. Um, like, it's very short. Like, we're about at like 2 inches now. Yeah. My light sucks. I need an actual light. Hold on. I can't deal with this anymore. Hold up. Yeah, it was a little dark in here, huh? I can send some pictures. I think I got a picture of my hair. I can put it in Discord later. But yeah. Oh, we need to stop recording.